So it was a nice morning in the Commonwealth, and we had blown the Institute to pieces about 2.5 years ago. After, as far as I remember right, a boozy night with Robert and the local brewmaster. Yeah, you know how it goes. The good stuff. Anyway, we were having some morning refreshments, trying to cultivate our headaches and enjoying the only mildly irradiated air, as our peace was disturbed by an urgent radio call.
Hey, Markowski here. General, how can I say this? I mean, you should really come to the underground warehouse and check out this shit. Markowski out.
On arriving at Somerville, I asked the local mechanic about Markowski.
He's in his warehouse down there. Just as the whole week.
The whole frackin' week? By Adam, what was he doing down there? On first sight, the warehouse was in order. Everything seemed at its place. Only Markowski was missing. Markowski!
Attention.
Markowski!
Energy systems. Evacuate the installation immediately.
Then I recognized the strange noise coming from the storage area.
Fatal damage in the energy systems. Evacuate the installation
And on entering, I couldn't overlook what Markowski was apparently doing for the damn week.
Attention. Fatal damage in the energy systems. Evacuate the installation immediately.
The goods are okay. Markowski?
Fatal damage in the energy
But what
systems.
is this excavation site doing here?
Installation immediately.
He dug a tunnel? And what is that noise coming from the hole? Robert,
Damage in the energy systems.
wait here with Sam. I will have a short look. What's going on in there?
Something tells me this isn't the best idea you've ever had.
Attention. Fatal damage in the energy systems. Evacuate.
First I was
installation
speechless.
immediately.
What? Then I began to realize,
Fatal damage in the
Institute?
energy systems.
what the
Evacuate the
fracking hell
installation
is the
immediately.
Institute doing here? And then the tunnel collapsed.
Attention. Fatal damage in the energy systems.
You okay over there?
Evacuate.
Get
the
some guys and
installation
dig me out,
immediately.
will you?
Well, let's get out of here as soon as we can. Don't fancy being buried alive.
This is some Institute shit. I need to
Fatal
get out of
damage in
here.
The energy systems.
This might take a while.
Evacuate the installation immediately.
And here I was, in an Institute installation, under Somerville, cut off from help,
Attention. Fatal
and
damage
having
in the
a
energy
hangover.
systems.
Great.
Evacuate the installation immediately.
And because we know that prudence is the better part of valor, I went into silent mode,
Attention.
and as
Fatal
it
damage
seemed,
in the energy systems.
no second too late.
Evacuate the installation immediately.
Great.
Attention.
Synths.
Fatal damage in the energy systems.
Fracking alarm is
Evacuate the
getting on my
installation
mind.
immediately.
I can think straight with this noise. Terminal seems not to function.
Attention.
Is
Fatal
that
damage
Markowski?
in the energy systems.
Damn it!
Evacuate
Could
the
you
installation
wait?
immediately.
Another victim of the Institute.
Attention. Fatal damage in the energy systems. Evacuate
The living quarters
installation immediately.
indicated that they were in use not long ago, and that 3 humans or
Attention.
synths
Fatal
have been
damage
living
in the
here.
energy systems. Evacuate the
And
installation
then I saw
immediately.
another terminal and a holotape. And this one was functioning.
Attention. Fatal.
First I cut the alarm, and then I cared about the holotape.
What has happened? there was an explosion that rumbled the Earth somewhere far away. A thermonuclear detonation? Did one of the dead bombs ignite? I don't know. The Institute is not responding. I guess there's a lot of debris in the skies and a lot of static and isotopes that have an unhealthy amount of radiation. That might block communications. I will try again tomorrow. I hope our group is not compromised. Williamson must know what has caused this.
I was officially confused in oh so many ways. Explosion? A group? Williamson? Nothing made sense. Then I found the first corpse, or what was left of it. The interior of the rooms was clearly used and showed signs of wear, and the damage caused from the energy system was visible everywhere. In some kind of lobby or cafeteria, the conditions weren't better. The synth I shot down was a typical Gen 2, maybe with some signs of negligence. I was thinking of what our unknown person said on the first holotape, as the second holotape caught my attention.
The Institute is gone. It's all nothing but a glowing crater. What has happened? An accident? Sabotage? Another group that went ballistic? Franco was hit hard. He OD'd yesterday. We tried to save him in the medbay, but it was too late. Tawny is down as well, but she will manage. Now that we have lost our engineer and technician, and with the Institute gone, I don't know what to do. Maybe one of the other installations of our group has made it. I will try and contact them.
So the explosion was me, blowing up the Institute, and the skeleton in the medbay was Franco. I wonder who this is, or better was. The unknown woman talking on the holotape, or Tawny? I looked around in this man-made cave and saw another console with another holotape on it. Maybe the third tape could enlighten me.
I can't reach anybody. Not Williamson, not Drescher, even not the guys down in Providence. Nobody is reporting back in any way. What can we do? Tawny is very quiet for days. I wonder what is going on. I tried to talk to her and discuss the situation, but she isn't willing to talk more than a few words. I had to facilitate an all-fusion reactor. Our primary generator has some malfunctions and is only running on 30%. Teleporting is not possible with this low power, and I fear that we will starve to death when I can't get more power out of the old bucket.
It was obvious that the energy systems had problems. Therefore the alarm. And the fusion reactor that I just reactivated was used by them? They had no other way out than the teleporter.
Critical malfunction in the teleport device.
So they needed to make even more power. And then something went wrong. The restart of the fusion reactor provided enough energy to get the lights going. I was wondering when the final act of this drama happened here. Did they hold up for the 2.5 years that the institute was blown up? And Markowski, sleeping in his bed just beside the institute, heard the alarm through the wall and started to get curious and made his dig and died. I needed to see what this restricted area was hiding. I tried the wall-mounted terminal again, now that I had restored some of the power. And with some skill and luck, I could disable the laser door and the turrets at the entrance of the secret lab. The room looked like a utility space, but the power surge did some real work on the devices here as well. Next I tried the elevator, and it worked.
Confirmed. First floor.
My first look through the lab door confirmed my worst suspicions. A biolab, probably FEV. This room was a scientific workshop of some sort. Also with equipment to build and repair armor and weapons. The gear was in acceptable, but not pristine condition, as you would expect with the Institute. The wall-mounted terminal accepted the same password as the terminal upstairs. And then I entered the nightmare. A full-fledged FEV lab with destroyed and damaged equipment. Great. This was a time bomb. Then I saw the small ash pile near the console. The next human remains. The overload must have created a lightning beam that fried this person to ash. It seemed that none of the 3 Institute personnel ever left this complex. The equipment in the lab had suffered the most damage, and I was worried that something would burst or explode. And then I saw the 4th holotape.
Laura, I have changed the password of the laboratory, so you can't follow me quickly once you've realized that I will go. You lied to me the whole time. There is enough power to teleport out. But only for one person. And that person will be me, Tani. And not you. You planned all along to sneak out and let me starve and rot here in this grave. Now it's your turn. Go to hell.
So Tawny thought Laura, the woman from the other 3 holotapes, would lie to her and try to teleport, resulting in an overload in the energy system, killing her on the teleport pad, and Laura here in the lab?
Confirmed.
Damn.
2nd floor.
As I was returning to Markowski's tunnel, I knew that there was only one solution for this. Robert, call Iggy and tell him to bring the barbecue.
All right, boss.
We burned the lab, disabled all energy systems, and buried it, to never hear from it again. Or so we thought.